Open your bank statement right now, not later, right now. Scroll back through last month, find every recurring charge, every subscription, every automatic payment that went out without you making a decision. Write that number down. Now, before you read any further, what do you think that number is? Not what you just found, what you would have guessed if someone had asked you yesterday. According to a survey conducted by C+R Research across 1,000 consumers, the average American estimates they pay $86 per month on subscriptions. When those same people were then walked through their actual charges, category by category, the real number was $219 per month. Not 86, 219. That is a gap of $133 every single month, $1,596 every year, leaving your bank account automatically. Quietly, for services you may barely use or in some cases may have completely forgotten you signed up for. And according to Monroe Partners research, 89% of consumers underestimate their subscription spending. Not a minority, 89%. Nearly every person reading this right now is almost certainly paying more for subscriptions than they believe they are. Hidden Systems explains the everyday things in homes and daily life that cost real money while staying completely invisible. Subscribe so you do not miss the next one. Now, back to the number on your statement. Here is what makes this particular problem different from most financial blind spots. Most ways people overspend, they feel it. Dining out too often creates a visible pattern. Impulse purchases show up as specific charges you recognize. Even large recurring bills like rent or utilities feel present because the amounts are big enough to notice. Subscriptions are engineered to avoid that feeling. The model depends on fragmentation. Your Netflix goes out on the 3rd. Your gym membership on the 9th, your cloud storage on the 14th, your music service on the 19th. Your news subscription on the 22nd, your delivery membership on the 28th. None of these charges land at the same time. None of them feel connected to each other. Each one individually feels small enough to not act on. $9.99 per month sounds like nothing. 12 subscriptions at $9.99 equals $1,439 per year. That is not nothing. According to C+R Research, 74% of consumers say it is easy to forget about recurring monthly subscription charges, because it is. The entire payment architecture of the subscription economy is built around making payment frictionless, which also makes it forgettable. When you actively choose to buy something, you feel that purchase. When something charges you automatically every month, you never feel the decision again after the first one. You made one choice. You are still paying for it every month, and here is where it compounds further. 42% of Americans admit they have completely forgotten about at least one subscription while still being charged for it. Not underestimated, forgotten entirely, the service is still billing them. They are not using it, and they will not notice until they either do a full audit or see the charge at an unusual moment. According to JustCancel Research updated through February 2026, the average American household wastes $32 per month on subscriptions they have completely forgotten about. That is $384 per year going out the door for access to something you do not use and do not remember paying for. Now here is the breakdown of where the $219 per month is actually going, because most people, when they hear that number, assume it must be some other category of person. Not them specifically. Streaming video is the most visible category. According to Deloitte's 2025 Digital Media Trends Survey, the average American household now pays for 4.5 streaming platforms at a combined cost of $69 per month. That is Netflix, Disney+, Max Prime Video, Hulu, Peacock, Paramount Plus. Not every household has all of these, but the average sits at $69 per month just for video streaming. That is before anything else, but streaming is only one category. And it is arguably the one people are most aware of. The categories that build the real gap are smaller and less visible. Cloud storage and software, $15 to $30 per month. Password managers, Google One or iCloud storage upgrades, Microsoft 365. Dropbox VPN services. These subscriptions are especially sticky because they hold your data. Canceling means figuring out where to move files, so most people renew automatically and indefinitely. Fitness and wellness, this category alone averages $91 per month according to McKinsey's 2025 Wellness Consumer Report. That includes gym memberships, fitness apps, meditation apps, sleep tracking device subscriptions, health monitoring platforms. The average person with a fitness subscription uses it actively for the first 3 months. By month 4, the behavior has typically dropped, the charge has not. Food delivery and meal kits, 19% of total subscription spending on average. Pass, Uber One, HelloFresh, ButcherBox, specialty food services. Many of these started as promotions or discounted trials. The trial ended, the full charge began. And the monthly debit continued long after the household stopped making regular use of the service. News and education, $10 to $20 per month. Digital newspaper subscriptions, LinkedIn Learning. Masterclass language apps, purchased with genuine intentions, heavily used for the first few weeks. Then opened occasionally, then not at all. Apps and mobile, this is the most invisible category. A language learning app, a photo editing app, a podcast app, a game subscription, a productivity tool. Individually $2 here, $5 there, $8 somewhere else. Collectively, often $20 to $40 per month that never registers as a coherent cost because each charge is too small to notice on a statement. Here is the mechanism that makes all of this work so effectively against the consumer. When you sign up for a subscription, you make one conscious financial decision. The company then removes you from that decision-making process permanently until you actively choose to re-enter it. You do not decide to keep paying every month. You decide to stop paying, and that decision has friction built into it deliberately. According to JustCancel's 2026 analysis of 1,189 subscription services, 143 of those services make cancellation deliberately difficult, multiple steps. Long wait times, cancellation pages that are hard to find. Retention offers designed to make you hesitate. Phone calls required for services that let you sign up online in 30 seconds. The Federal Trade Commission's click-to-cancel rule, effective May 2025, requires companies to make cancellation as easy as sign-up, but enforcement is ongoing and compliance is uneven. The asymmetry is intentional. Sign-up is designed to be instant. Cancellation is designed to require effort. And the gap between those two experiences is where the $32 per month in forgotten subscriptions lives. There is also a psychological component that most people underestimate. According to behavioral economics research, humans are consistently bad at evaluating small recurring costs relative to their cumulative impact. You would notice immediately if someone took $1,500 from your bank account in a single transaction. You do not notice $125 leaving in 12 separate transactions on 12 different days. The total is identical. The psychological weight is completely different. Subscription companies understand this better than most consumers do. And here is the part of this that changes how most people think about their monthly budget. The subscription spending gap, the difference between what people estimate they pay and what they actually pay, has been growing consistently since Monroe first measured it in 2018 at $237 per month. By their latest measurement, it has reached $273. The gap is not shrinking, it is widening. Because the number of services requiring subscription access keeps expanding, software that used to be a one-time purchase is now a monthly fee. Hardware devices now require companion subscriptions for full functionality. Car manufacturers have introduced subscription features for capabilities that are physically built into vehicles you already own and paid for. According to McKinsey Research, 62% of companies plan to convert at least one product into a subscription service by 2026. The direction of the economy is toward more subscriptions, not fewer, which means the gap between what people think they pay and what they actually pay is structurally likely to increase, not resolve itself naturally. The average American household income is approximately $83,000 per year before taxes. The hidden subscription gap, the money leaving accounts above what people estimate, represents between $1,500 and $2,000 of that income annually. That is money that was budgeted for nothing because the person making the budget did not know it was being spent. Here is the audit. It takes 15 minutes. It requires no app and no subscription of its own. Go to your bank account or credit card statements, pull up the last 3 months. Not 1 month 3, because some subscriptions bill quarterly or annually and will not show every month. Go through every single line item, flag every recurring charge. Every charge that appears more than once at the same amount, every charge with a company name you recognize as a service rather than a one-time purchase. Build a list every service, every amount, every billing date. Now look at the list. Circle anything you have not actively used in the last 30 days, not anything you might use. Anything you actually opened and used in the last 30 days. According to Bankrate Research, 72% of Americans say they have kept at least one subscription they are not actively using because they might use it in the future. The might use category is where a significant portion of the $133 monthly gap lives. The services you circled that you have not used in 30 days, cancel this week, not next week. This week before the next billing date. For any service you are unsure about, downgrade to the free tier if one exists. Most streaming services offer ad-supported free or lower-cost options. Most cloud storage services have free tiers that cover basic needs. Most fitness apps have free features. The full paid tier is rarely necessary for casual use. There is one more step that most people skip and should not: set calendar reminder for 90 days from today. When that reminder goes off, repeat the audit, because the subscription economy adds new services continuously. A free trial you signed up for today will become a paid charge in 30 days if you do not cancel it. The audit is not a one-time event. It is a quarterly habit that protects the gap from reopening. According to C+R Research, 48% of Americans have been charged after forgetting to cancel a free trial. The trial-to-paid conversion is one of the most reliable revenue mechanisms in the subscription economy. It works because the cancellation window closes before the charge feels real. $219 per month, 86 was the guess. 219 was the reality, $1,596 per year. Automatic invisible, leaving your account every month while you were thinking about other things. Go to the audit right now, pull up your last 3 months of bank statements. Count every recurring charge, add them up. Then come back and tell me in the comments what was your actual number and how far off was your original estimate. Tell me what you found. I read every single one.